Malum?
Malum.
I don't know what I just saw. I don't know if Sal does, but man.
No, I mean, this is a movie that came out March 31st, 2023, so this is a brand new movie, and you might be too late if you're watching this review to catch it at the movie theaters.
Yeah, Sal, you barely caught it, huh?
Yeah.
There's only, what, 2 in the area?
No, only one movie theater in where we stay. We're not going to tell you guys because we don't need no stalkers.
Yeah.
But in our area, only one movie theater was showing it, and there's like 10 of them in our...
And we're in the top 5 biggest cities, so that should tell you something.
Yeah, so it's like, you know...
Yeah, so... I don't know, but I didn't think it was that bad to not show it no more after a week or 2. I don't know, that's crazy, but I don't know. I think it has something to do with how much money you put in just to have your movie in the theaters, because it was facing 23 other movies at the theaters. So I don't know, a lot of maybe politics behind the scenes we don't know about.
True.
But anyway, director Anthony de Blasi, he thought, hey, let me go ahead and remake my movie from 2014, which was The Last Shift, because I have more funding. He actually went into his own pockets to make The Last Shift, which is basically the same movie as this, except it has, again, more money involved in making this movie.
Right.
Which a lot of people I've talked to said that you could really see the difference in it, because obviously 2014 you didn't have that much funding. You can't do as many jump scares, as many crazy things popping out at you. It's less CGI, more realistic things kind of jumping at you and stuff, and there were a lot of jumps in this movie.
Oh, most definitely.
If you like a jump type scary movie and you can't see this in theaters, you see it in theaters by you or whatever, definitely go check it out. I think for myself, I mean...
Yeah. Well, first, the movie is about Jessica Sola, whose name in the movie we believe we have discovered is Jessica. You're not going to find this information anywhere else. We've looked, we've researched, we've done a lot of digging. So Jessica Lauren is the rookie cop at this
decommissioned place. That was
police
decommissioned.
station.
Yeah.
Okay. And her dad used to work at this police station, because he's dead now. But he was a hero.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, something happened, and there was something with a coat going on.
Yep.
So she was like, you know what? I'm gonna go work at this place and find out what happened to my dad.
Right. So this whole movie is literally about her really just trying to figure out what happened. And I don't know, are we gonna spoil it?
Do y'all want us to spoil it? Comment down below.
That's
I'm
something
pretty
we didn't
sure.
talk about.
No, I'm pretty sure, dude. I saw this, and tell me if we're wrong or not. I saw this thing, this statistic thing on YouTube the other day talking about Americans or just people in general, human beings. They love to spoil themselves.
That's true.
And not spoil themselves as in go buy fancy stuff, diamond earrings, all that stuff. I'm talking about y'all like to spoil yourselves. Y'all like to know what's coming.
That's how my girlfriend is. Oh, what happened in Last of Us? Just watch it. Oh, I already looked it up. Spoiler section.
I know exactly what you mean. It's like, what's the point? But some people don't want to sit there the whole 2 hours and find out what happened at the end of,
No.
Avatar.
Too antsy about it. Yeah, exactly.
So, I think we are going to do a spoiler
after
we go a little more into the rest of the cast. So, we got Jessica Sola, who plays Jessica Lauren. We have her mom, who's Candace Koch. Yep. She comes out in the movie, plays an important role. You got the cult leader, who's Channing Morrow. And then her dad, Sergeant Lauren, who's played by Britt George.
Right. So, and that's pretty much your cast, because really it's all about Jessica. We just named those other people just to fill them in and everything. But I mean, she's really the only important one, because they're trying to get her to do something that she doesn't want to do. So it's all about them throwing all this different stuff, all this different pop-ups and demons and all this kind of stuff, just throwing everything at her to try to get her to do this one thing, which we'll talk about later. Yeah,
so box office, worldwide box office, I think it did pretty good.
Yeah, for, again, we couldn't find a budget, but I'm assuming it did good. for the movie, I mean, it doesn't look like they put that much money into it. So worldwide, it earned 2021 over $221,000 worth of funds, which is really low when you think about other movies.
Yep.
But then again, other movies are like $30 million in budget, which I doubt this was. Rotten Tomatoes gave it an 83% score, which is actually really good for a horror movie, especially really this caliber. IMDb 6 out of 10. The audience score, which is that popcorn bucket that you see, 72%. And it's kind of like Google reviews. Not really, they're their own thing, but you're gonna find it if you look up, Malum reviews. You'll see that. Anyway,
along with this video.
Yeah. We hope.
But yeah.
So Sal, what's your score on this one?
All right, so my score on this one's actually going to be a 7.5. The reason I'm going to go 7.5 is because the main thing that I was lacking in this movie was understanding of what was the connection. And we're going to get a little more into that after we give our scores, so y'all can understand what we're talking about. But that was kind of my turn off with the movie. Was like, oh man, like,
not really
why? I kept asking like why, or like, what? Why are you here?
Right.
Yeah. And it has good jump scenes or scare scenes where you're jumping out. And I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I was probably like this a couple times, like, oh, what's about to pop out? I don't even want to see it because it looked like some ugly stuff. But it was a 7.5 for me. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I gave it a 6. Mainly, like what Sal said, there wasn't a lot of explanations going on for me. I kind of want a little bit more explanations on, Malum. I don't really even know really what Malum is, or
right.
Why the name of the movie is Malum.
It's not even Jessica's name.
Not even Jessica's name. Not even is it the demon's name? I don't know. But, I don't know. Or the cult's name. Man.
Yeah, it was.
That might be our fault. Maybe they said it. I don't know. But
yeah, we're too busy hiding.
Yeah, really. I mean, they get you jumping at just all type of stuff. I mean, I'm not even gonna lie. I've jumped a couple times. Usually I don't jump in movies, but this is one of the movies that made me jump. And sometimes the jumps were just uncalled for, and I'm just like, why they even do something like that? There's, we'll talk about the scenes later. But like I said, 6 out of 10 for me. I need a little more explanations, which it's kind of a mystery, so I understand why. Or there's things you're gonna ask questions, kind of like Hereditary at the end of that movie. You have a lot of questions, but at the same time, feel like you felt satisfied. I didn't feel satisfied with this movie. I kind of wanted more from it, even though it was a little long already.
I don't think it was long enough. That's what I said. It didn't get into depth. Like, there was a lot of things that I questioned. And it wasn't until after, like 2 hours after the movie, that I'm sitting there drinking a beer and I'm like, oh, I get it.
Right.
But it was after, I would have liked feeling that way. Like you said, the little satisfaction at the end, like.
Okay, yeah,
like wow,
Right.
But it wasn't like that. I was just like, really?
Couldn't even let your imagination float, really. It's just kind of like, all right. The only part of it that they did a really good job on, which if you've seen the trailer, you can tell, there's different stuff popping out on. I think they did a good job on what was like. You didn't know what was real and what was fake. You knew a couple scenes where, okay, this isn't real, but throughout the movie, you're like, okay, is she imagining this? Is this, on their head, or is she really like running or fighting this particular thing that popped out? What's really happening right now?
Yeah, and just to sum it up, we said it's a horror movie, it's a mystery movie, but it is also kind of, I guess, paranormal. In a sense.
That's
so
true.
That way y'all understand why we keep saying things pop out and she's trying,
Right. It has the horror aspects, but this is all, she's trying to discover what happened to, why did her father do this particular thing in this movie. So it definitely is a mystery, but man, does it have a lot of horror aspects in it. I mean,
a lot of gory too. I mean,
a lot of gore. This is past rated R, so this is.
Be careful.
They don't hold back. They don't hold back.
No. And again, this is a movie that a lot of you guys are not even going to probably have heard of. When I went to see the movie, there was only like maybe 2 other people in the movie theater with me and my brother when we watched it. But it is definitely worth the watch.
Yep. If you want your mind blown, if you want to sit there and kind of think about things, this is a movie to watch for sure. At least that's what we think. Go check it out if you can. If not, I'm sure it's gonna be on some type of Netflix or something like that here soon. Definitely check it out for sure.
Yeah, because it covers all those aspects: the horror, the mystery, and the paranormal.
Right.
So it's definitely something. If you're into the horror genre
with the mystery aspect,
yeah, definitely add this to your list of movies to watch. I know it's low ratings, but that's because we as movie fans and guys that like to understand the movie and really dive into that movie and the world that the movie is, similar to how you read a book. It didn't click for us there.
Yeah, for those of you who've seen the movie, this kind of reminds me of The Void, where it's low budget, but man, is it a good, like, what just happened type of movie. And where it has the horror aspect of it, things are popping out. Except in The Void, things are actually real.
Yeah. I haven't got The Void.
Yeah, definitely check it out. Yeah. Definitely check it out.
Or Hereditary, the other movie you mentioned. So
amazing.
I need to add some movies to my list.
Amazing movie.
Maybe
we'll review that movie.
Maybe. I mean, we got plenty of, like I was telling Donovan, plenty of movies. And if you guys could think of a movie that this movie reminded you guys of, put it in the comments. We'll definitely check it out and review it later. But it reminds me a lot of Silent Hill.
Silent Hill, yep.
Yeah, with the whole, I feel like that's what was my impression.
That psychological thing going on throughout the whole movie, for sure.
You know?
Yeah.
But I think we've reached our very vague review right now.
Yep.
So for you people, you like 1% of people that don't want to be spoiled, I'd say go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. Everybody else that wants to watch the spoiler zone, stay tuned.
See you guys there.
All right.